All right, so let's go. The guest folio first. All right, so I can't share two screens at once. So somebody is going to have to, well, you're going to have to be looking at the information as in the instruction as to what you're really required to do. And then I'll share the screen where we complete the folio. So as you can see,
Good afternoon.
afternoon, I'm sharing the folio screen. So we're going to read through the activity and take it one by one. All right. So if you don't have it up, try to open it up so you can follow as we go through. All right. All right. So let's go. We ready?
Yes, miss.
All right. Everybody have the information up. Everybody have the information up. You're looking at the information to help you through the activity.
Yes,
Yes,
miss.
miss. I will the guest folio. I will pay information.
All
Yes,
right.
miss. I will pay information.
Okay. Awesome. So let's go. All right. So what's the first thing we put on the folio? What's the name of the guest? What name
Miss
do you
Ruby
have?
Smith. Ruby Smith.
All right. So we have Ruby Smith. We get a room number? No. So we can just um make up a room. Junior Suites 5. Right, so if you have a makeup number for this already, then that's fine. All right, what's the arrival information that we have?
The 20th of July. July 20 to July 25.
All right, so arrival
Miss.
is July. Yes,
You can hear me? I hear noise in my background.
I'm hearing both. I hear you with the noise. All right, so what's the first thing we insert in the table form, in the table part of the folio? All right, what's the first information you have?
Miss, me think indeed, it's something about July 15, I'm not sure.
July 15. Right, so that's the first thing that you have, Emily. So you have the date, July 15, what you have on the details. Emily, tell me what you have.
And me and that, Miss,
And you tell me about July 15, don't it?
Miss, wait, me don't know, Miss. Just put July 15 already.
So the only thing on your guest folio is July 15.
Yes, Miss.
Or can somebody
Miss, me
tell
did
me?
have July 21st birthday cake.
Oh, so you have the first thing as a birthday cake.
Yes, Miss.
All right. Who
But July
else?
21st and then birthday cake.
Okay. All right. Let me hear who else. Sharika, what you have?
All right. So Miss. All right. So it said she settled her account on the 15th, right? So she paid her balance in full. So she paid 2,500. So that's She kind of pay like she don't pay everything. So miss, what I did was I add up all the things, the 210 per person, 45 nights, and I got $3,150, and I minus 2,500 from it, which leaves 650. So that would have been the opening balance. I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, you're close. You're close enough to what should be there. All right. Brioni, what do you have? Natalie? Evanesia? Oh, Evanesia talked to me already. All right, let's go. All right, when completing a guest folio, the first thing that we put on the folio is the accommodation information. All right, so the first thing that should be on this folio is accommodation cost. All right, so it says Ruby and her 18-year-old twin girls book a triple room. Oh, we get the room type, triple room. Triple room at a rate of $210 per person for 5 nights, right? So when we add this up, when we multiply this, the 210 per person for 5 nights, then you will get her accommodation total. So can somebody work that out from me?
Miss, I got $3,150.
$3,150. All right. And when did she book the reservation? Mm?
The 15th of July.
All right, July
With
15th.
July 15.
Yes. And we write accommodation. All right. So what did we say the difference with debit and credit is?
Debit is when you
The
are
credit
paying in full, and credit is when like you're paid off. You don't pay for them as yet.
Right, you don't pay for it as well. So debit, you pay for it. Credit, you don't pay for it as yet. So in booking her reservation, she hasn't paid for it as yet. All right, so it's $3,150. So that's the first thing. And her balance will be 3,150 just the same. All right, so what else happened? What happens next? So after the room rate of 210 per person for 5 nights, she made an initial deposit of 2,500 when she booked, right? Am I the only person seeing that information? Is it only on my document? Hello?
No, miss, you're also seeing it.
All right, so that's the next thing that will go on our guest folio, a deposit that is made. All right, and the deposit, because it's paid, well, you say it's debit, so we put it under the debit column. All right, and to get our balance, we minus this 2,500 from the 3,150. All right, and what's the total?
$650, miss.
650.
50. All right, so everybody with me so far, right?
Yes, miss.
All right, good. So let's read on. So it says she made the initial deposit when she booked on July 15 and will settle her account upon arrival. All right, and she's arriving July 20. So Miss Smith has been given charge privilege by the hotel up to $800, and she conducted the following transactions. All right, so A is saying that she paid her balance in full. All right, and what date did she pay her balance? What date she paid her balance? Hello?
Miss, on the 20th?
Yes, on the 20th. Why is everybody so quiet? What, we don't know?
I'm not sure.
Miss me not quiet, we just spread
Fred or what?
the answer.
Why? Is either you're
I
correct or you're incorrect. What is going to happen?
Miss, we ask again, Miss.
I asked which date she paid her balance. But Brioni answered. So Brioni said
July
on the
15.
no, she paid the deposit on July 15. She paid her balance.
Oh, A paid her balance, but my name's not date there, so that's why.
Right. But if you read the above information, then you'd know when she's going to pay. Right? Because it says she made an initial deposit of $2,500 when she booked, right? And will settle her account upon arrival. So when is arrival? So is that the time?
Oh, it 20.
Right. So that's when she paid her balance. All right, and how much is the balance? How much you have for the balance?
650.
650. Right. All right. So the balance on the folio is now zero. All right. So we're on the same page with this part. Everybody understand?
Yes, Miss.
All right, good. All right, so we did A. What's B saying?
charge for birthday cake for the girls.
All right, so birthday cake. What's the date for that one?
The 22nd.
Birthday cake is the 22nd. Why me ask the 21st?
21st.
21st, 21st, 21st.
All right, so birthday cake, the voucher number 2267. All right, so all the details, as much details as possible, put there once you have it. All right, and where would we put the birthday cake? Debit or credit?
Debit.
Um,
Say that again. I am not hearing you.
I said
Miss is a
debit.
debit.
All right, so why debit?
Miss is supposed to be under credit.
All right. Who's a credit and who's a debit? Why debit or why credit?
Miss, cause credit is the section that is not paid for as yet,
Mm-hmm.
and you're paying with the vouchers from the hotel that the hotel granted you.
All right, because up here it says Mrs. Smith has been given charge privilege by the hotel up to $800. That means she can charge anything to her account, right? Not pay for it as yet, charge it to her account up to $800 worth of things, right? So once it reach $800, which is basically the credit limit that the hotel has given her, then she has to settle her account before she's able to process anymore, before she's able to charge anything more to her account rather. All right. So we see where it says charge for birthday cake, right? So that means she hasn't paid for it as yet. It's just charged to her account, right? So we put that under credits because it's not paid for. And the birthday cake is how much? $200. And that puts her balance at 200. Follow everybody?
Yes, miss.
All right, good. What's the next thing that we put in on the folio?
Miss
A
a
bottle
backlash.
of champagne.
All right, good. Champagne, what's the date for the champagne?
The 22nd of July.
All right, and what payment do we put for the champagne?
Credit 60.
All right, let me insert the voucher number, which is bottle of champagne 2279. We are crediting $60. That puts our total at what? So the balance is now, her balance is now what?
260.
260. All right, so what's the next thing that's going on the folio?
Hair salon charge.
All right, so here's salon charge. What date?
22nd of July.
All right, and what payment we put in beside that? What payment we put in here? Debit, credit, how much?
Credit. 200.
So we're crediting 200. Right, and the balance is now
460.
Miss, miss,
mm-hmm.
um, um, miss, why didn't you get 260? Fee balance. Champion.
Because it's credit, what is owed, we're adding the balance come down.
Oh,
Right? If it was debit, meaning she paid for something, then you would minus it,
okay.
paying her balance. All right, so what's the next thing?
Miss, massage for the girls.
On what dates?
The 22nd of July.
And what's the amount attached to that? And do I credit it or debit?
Miss, miss credit. 100 for each.
So what's the total, miss?
300 for three. A three picnic, 300.
200.
How much?
Miss, our
200.
200.
100, miss.
It's two girls. Read back the first part of it.
Miss is a Ruby and her 18-year-old twin girl. So that means,
Right.
so Miss in Ruby no count only two girls then? The twin
No,
girl
it's said for the girls.
then?
Alright, so our balance is now what? Alright. What's next?
Miss, me no know if I'm wrong, but
460 miss. Oh.
Hmm?
Miss, the balance when you go to add, they go add the ear salon and the massage.
660 miss.
Yes, the balance is 650, 660. All right, so
Make a break
um no, you are breaking up, so you have internet issues. All right, Emily, when we credit, it means we owe, right? So look at the folio. When it says balance payment $650, then that means she owes nothing. So she has zero balance on her folio. All right. So putting the things on her folio mean prices are going to add up. All right. So $200 for the birthday cake. Then her folio starts again with $200. Then she add the champagne for $60, which would put it at 260. All right. Then she add the hair salon, which would put it at a 460, and then the massage for her girls, which would put it at 660. Right? Because remember, everything is charged to her credits, right? Charged to her. So she hasn't paid for anything else yet. Everything is charged. All right.
Excuse me, miss.
Yes.
So once you on the credit you add and once you on the debit you take away.
All right. Let's try put something
Um,
on the
excuse me, miss.
debit. Yes.
For the massage, miss, wasn't it $100?
$100 each for the girls.
Okay.
Mhm.
Oh,
All right. All right. So we're going to answer some of my question by just adding something that she paid for. Not settling her balance, but just adding something that she paid for, because there's a difference in how you put things on the debit. All right. So say for example, on July 22nd, let me just highlight this. All right. So July, for example, the 23rd, she did something, a spa treatment for herself. All right. A treatment, and she paid for it. So it cost her $250. All right, so it cost her $250. Right? How would we deal with the balance over here? What you think?
Miss, you still go be 660 miss.
Exactly. It's still gonna be 660, right? Because putting it under debit, it doesn't mean she settled her balance. It just means she paid for a particular item or treatment in this case. All right. So if we have payment on bill, let's write that. Payment on bill, right? And she paid the 250. How much would the balance be?
Miss,
Mm-hmm.
payment on bill.
Right. So she's paying some money towards her bill. How much will her balance be, in this case?
410.
Awesome. Right. So you see what we're doing here? It depends on what
Yes,
is
miss.
added to the folio under debit.
Oh, so miss, when you make him pay, they go take away that different that they go take away.
Yes, you take away the debit
Oh,
amount from the balance amount. No, that different that day. I'm not sure what is that day from that day.
no, miss, I
All
understand
right.
that.
Okay, awesome. Right. When she paid
Miss,
towards
I
her
missed that
bill,
part.
when she pays something towards her balance, then that's when you would take away the amount that is paid from the balance. right? However, if she's just going through the day casually and paying for something instead of charging it, then the balance would remain the same, right? Because it's not added to it because she paid for it. It's not subtracted from it because she is not like she's settling what she had before. All right, good.
Miss, I don't
Yes,
Yes,
miss.
understand.
miss.
All right, somebody is saying they don't understand what you don't
Miss,
understand.
not somebody, Miss, it's Tamisha.
I didn't hear who is talking properly. Me just hear I don't understand.
Miss,
And because, uh-huh.
Miss, for this, you said for the I didn't catch anything for this part, Miss, that you were saying.
All right, someone was asking a question if when we add an item under the debit column, if we would take it away from the balance. So I was just explaining it to her that it depends on what is added under the debit column. All right. If she is settling her bill or paying a part of her bill, then that's when you take it away from the balance, right? But if she is doing anything else, paying for anything else, paying for champagne, paying for a spa treatment, a dinner date, or whatever else, that as the day progresses, she's doing it and she decides to pay for it by cash at that time, then it wouldn't be deducted from the balance because she would still owe out this amount. Alright, because she just basically pay for an item. She don't pay anything to settle her balance. But if she pay an amount towards her balance, then that's when you take away the balance, even though it's under the debit column. Get me?
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Alright, good. Alright, so after our massage, what's the next thing that we are adding to our folio?
Room service.
Awesome. And room service is what
July
dates?
23.
All right, so July 23, 21, room service, and we debiting or crediting?
Debiting $60.
We are crediting $60.
Yeah, credit $60.
All right, and that puts her total at how much?
720.
720.
Yes.
Okay, good. What's next?
July 24 laundry service.
All right, July 24. Laundry. And how much is her laundry?
140.
140.
All right. And that puts her total at,
860.
okay. But to realize, anybody realize anything that is happening here? Hmm?
Miss, you gone over her room charge.
All right, good. She gone over her allowed charge. All right, so what would we do in a case like this? Hmm? What would we do to Bright? Say don't know what you would do. Anybody wants to attempt what they would do?
Miss, you would put the
On
60 on the
right?
debit.
No. All right. So what you would
Miss,
do in this
you
case?
would
Mm-hmm.
notify the guest something.
Awesome. Yeah.
You notify the guest and they come in and settle their account.
Awesome. Exactly. So what you would do, you would inform the guests. Right? So you'd have to notify them that all right, the last charge that was added to their account, which is the laundry charge, has pushed their balance over the 600 over the $800 charge privilege that they were assigned. Right? And in order for anything else to be added or to be charged to their account, they have to come and settle all of it or a part of it. Alright, so they have to come and settle it before you're able to add anything else to their account. Alright, because they are over their charge privilege. Alright, understand? Understand? Hello?
Me?
Alright,
Yes,
good.
miss.
Yes,
Okay,
miss.
okay, good. So we basically finished with the folio. Any questions?
Yes, miss.
Miss, so it has to be highlighted because it's over the charge.
Yes, so you would want to highlight it or make some note of it. However, depends on how the
Miss, so you
hotel
can
or
find the hotel, miss.
yeah. We can plan a trip, in December whenever I want to finish.
Okay, miss.
Yes, so we can do that if you want. All right. So I highlight it because that's my way of um letting it pop to know that okay, she's over her balance. All right. Some properties they might just bold the figure or maybe they don't even do anything, right? But it's good to make it noticeable because remember, you're not the only front desk agent that works at the property where you work. So once you make it noticeable, then other persons will look and realize what is happening with the folio. All right. All right. So any questions?
No, miss.
Everybody understand this so far?
Yes, miss.
Yes,
All right. Awesome. So let's move to the other assignments activity. All right. And everybody complete the other activity.
Yes, miss.
Miss.
All right, good, because that one was easy,
No, miss.
right? What's that now?
Miss still going with
which one,
miss.
miss? The currency one?
Yes, the currency conversion. All right, so it says using the rates provided, complete the following conversions. All right, so you have your document open before you, right?
Miss, can pull up the
Oh,
screen, please?
miss,
I'm
share your
working
screen,
on
please.
it, but my computer is a little bit slow. So, but I'm working on it. All right, so um we're working with 5 currencies. Canadian, KYD. Who look up KYD? If anybody did. RCI. Which currency is that?
Miss Cayman Island, if I'm not wrong.
Okay. All right. US, pound, and euro. So we're working with those currencies. All right, and it gives a buying rate and it gives a selling rate. And that's not new to us, right? Because even when we go to
Miss,
bank,
are you showing? Are you Oh,
it's
sorry.
just coming on.
Okay.
It gives buying rate and it gives the selling rate. All right. And I don't think that's anything new to us. Because if we go to a Cambia to change money or to buy some US, then the rate is different, right? 2 different rates. All right. So who can explain when we buy, when we use the buying rate as opposed to when we use the selling rate?
Miss, I remember but buying rate now when you change it, like you have a JA and want to change it to the US. So you basically buy the US. Or if you sell it now, you have a US and you try to change it to Jamaican dollar.
All right. Let me see if I can put it rather. Anybody else want to try, by the way? Try. Somebody else. Tamisha, Sharika.
It's like the buying is what they're taking it for, Miss. No, no, me don't know, Miss. I'm confused for that part, Miss.
All right. Sharika.
Um, selling means um, it means miss. This got me confused. Me confused.
I understand your confusion.
Selling.
Miss,
Selling
yeah, ask
means just when you have a US and you want
Hmm.
to change it out to Jamaican, you just sell it to get Jamaican. Right now, you know when bank you go to the bank and you buy US, so you're kind of exchanging Jamaican dollars to US, so you're buying the US. If no means.
Somebody else was saying something.
Miss,
Mm-hmm.
when you're converting to Jamaica, we buy, and when you're converting to a different currency, you sell.
All right. All right. Look at it. All right. Remember, I'm trying to make it simple so we don't confuse ourselves. All right. You want to think of your money. So we are Jamaicans. We're thinking about our Jamaican currency right now. All right. So have your Jamaican money in mind. Remember, Jamaican currency, Jamaican dollar, it's your money. All right. So whenever you are giving the Jamaican money, all right, that means you're converting to Jamaican currency. Then it's gonna be the selling rate. So basically, you sell your money because you give your money. All right. And then when you're converting, when you're changing, you're giving the US money, you're basically buying back the Jamaican. Make any sense? So when you're converting to
Miss, can you put a note
Jamaican currency,
on the screen, please?
converting to Jamaican, you sell. And when you're converting from Jamaican, you buy. Make any difference to nobody? Make sense, rather?
Yes, Miss, you can make it makes sense to me, Miss.
Okay. So when you're converting to Jamaican dollars, meaning at the end of the day, you're changing to the Jamaican currency, then you are selling. Right? And it gone off already. When you are converting from, meaning you're buying JMD.
Miss, you say when you're converting from any other currency, miss, to like to a currency you sell, miss.
All right, so converting to Jamaican dollars, meaning the end result you're going to have Jamaican currency. All right, and when you're converting from Jamaican dollars, meaning at the end you're going to have some international currency, then you're buying. Right? So you buy other currency, but you sell your Jamaican. So whenever you have in your hand, if you're having in your hand Jamaican dollars at the end of the bargain, then that means you buy. If you have in your hand at the end of the bargain some international currency, wait, if you have in your hand Jamaican currency, then that means you sell. That's the selling price. And if you have in your hand any international currency, then that's the buying rate that you use. All right, it can be a little bit confusing, I know, because it confused me for a while when I just started teaching this, but I end up getting it, right? All right, so I know you will get it too eventually. All right, so let's go with what we have on our screen. So we're
Jeremiah,
converting.
no, not the time. Dude, I need to pay attention. Sit down.
You want to say something, Natalie?
I couldn't. No, miss.
All right. So we're converting to Jamaican dollars for number one, which means we're going to do what? Buy or sell. Which rate we're using?
Sell me.
All right, so we're using the selling rate. All right. And there's also something that you should note. When you're selling, you multiply. When you're buying, you divide. All right.
Oh, it makes sense.
Awesome. Makes sense to anybody else?
Yes, miss. Multiply to get a bigger value, divide to get smaller value.
All right. So tell me the answers that you have. Workout number one.
$10,050, miss.
Mm-hmm.
Canadian.
Mm-hmm.
CI $10,950.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, give me
US.
Africa.
All
Sure, give
right,
me
Emily.
Sharika, some of
They
them
already
don't
do
do
it.
it, so they're waiting on
Okay, miss.
our answers.
I
Emily
did
was
them.
me do it, miss.
you did it.
Yes, yes, I did.
So why you want her to slow down and all you need to do is
Miss, we want
just
to give you some chance.
chance to do
We want,
what?
we want to talk to Miss.
What you want to talk to me about?
Emily.
Miss, we want to answer to
Anyways, continue.
Miss US at 10,800,
Mm-hmm.
and the next one at 9,500, and the
No.
last and 9,500.
Work it out again.
19,500.
So Miss, oh yeah, tell me say I done that.
one says 9 and one says 19. It's two different figures.
Miss, me said 19,500.
And 9, wait, am I the only one who heard 9?
I heard 9,500.
You see,
That's what I hear too.
you see? Miss, me said 19,500 and the next
All
one
right.
15,600.
Next one is what?
15,600.
All right. Good job, Emily. Good job. All right. So let's go to number 2. Who is taking number 2?
Sharika.
No, Sharika took number 1. Somebody else do number 2. You do
Miss
number 2, Emily. All right. Go ahead, Brioni.
Miss,
96.
So when you're converting to Jamaican, miss, like you're gonna use the buying.
When you're converting from Jamaican, you use
Yes.
the buying.
Miss,
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Miss. Um,
Yes.
first one at 54.99. If me no know.
Why the answer they look like what me not have? Hold on. How about the easy one? I mean, anyways, continue. What's the first
Miss,
word?
can you put the answers beside it, miss?
Oh, hold up. So the first one up here, we're going back to number 1, put in the answers. Equal 10,050. Second one equal 10,950. 10,000. All right. So we're down to number 2 now. What's the first one?
Miss, I
Miss,
got
me said
200.
50.
Miss 103. What? Yep. 153.846.
All right, so no need to tell me how to work these out because my answer wrong or your answer wrong. So,
Miss, me divide the 10,000 by the buying rate.
and what's the buying rate?
65.
For what? We have the
Oh,
same
oh, wrong,
information
wrong,
on
wrong
our
part,
screen.
wrong part, wrong part.
Okay. All right. Somebody else?
Miss, I got 100.
Yeah, that's what I have too. All right. What's the second one?
79, whichever currency that is.
It's pound. All right. So 79. The exact figure was 78.74. You can round it off.
Round it, yes, miss.
78.74 or 79. It would still work with either one. All right. What's the US?
147.
147. Good. Um, what's this one? CI.
143. I think around this one.
Yes, it's rounded off. It's 142.86 or 143. We'll work with either. All right. And the Canadian
154.
154.
and 54. You round it off as well. So that's good. All right, so we good, everybody? Somebody else other than Sharika answer me for the rest of them now. All right, so let's go down to this part. Convert to Jamaican dollars the following. So tell me the answers.
Miss,
Yeah.
are you listening? All
Say that.
right. Yeah, hear me, Miss.
Yes, I'm hearing you now.
All right, Miss, gonna stress them here, right? But 65,000, you get 143.25.
All right, what you get?
Me see, I thought like me do right, 65,843.25.
All right, tell me how you get that. 65, 8.
Miss, me no remember.
Emily, you mean you don't remember? How you get the answer?
Miss, how much you're charging for the Jamaican, Miss? How much is it like the regular rate or how much?
You tell me which rate to use.
I don't know.
We're converting to Jamaican dollars here. So what rate should we use?
Miss, the one that we have now. I don't
Look a
know.
girl. Using the information on the table. This table, miss.
Yes, Miss.
Right. So this is the information that we're using to convert everything on this paper. Okay, miss?
Okay.
So it's not a real life conversion
I
rate
sell miss.
we are using. Yes, Evanesia, we're using the selling rates.
Miss, you know, so you said Tamisha did talk about that. I did think about yesterday, and that's why I never get to finish it. Did one year
Ah,
first.
oh my God. Okay. All right, so work them out for me now and tell me. Anybody have them worked out already apart from Sharika? All right. I take that as a resounding no. So y'all please work them out for me right now and tell me them as you get them so I can insert.
Miss, how much do I get multiply?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Miss, the first one of 47,060.
4760. 4760. Good.
Miss,
Mm-hmm.
Miss, me no the second one, right? When we get 12,395.
12395. Yes, it's correct, Emily.
Miss, it's second, it's third one at 33,500.
What is it?
33,500.
All right, work out that one there again. Nobody get it yet?
Miss, it's 5,200.
You sure?
Hear miss?
5200? Wait, that's not what I have. Let me work it out and see.
No, Miss, 52,000.
Oh,
Okay.
My bad. I
Mm-hmm.
wrote it wrong because I did the work before I wrote it bad.
All right, good. What's the next one?
9,928.
9928, yes. All right. What's this one?
46,800.
Good. 33
For
pounds
4,290.
for 290. Good. All right. 250 euro.
26,000.
All right. And I have a missing one. Wait. ENDs. And how much? Canadian 730. All right. How much is this one? 730
48
Canadian.
48,910.
All right. Good. And then CI 150.
10,950.
10,950. And the US 380.
27,360.
All right, good. All right, and it says, given a float of 300, what would your closing balance be? What is your closing balance? So how we work that part out? What do you have for your answer?
Miss, you mean when you total all of the figures above to get that?
All right. Say, for example, you as a cashier, you get a float of 300,000 Jamaican. All right. And at the end of the day, well, throughout the day, you change all these. All right. So when you add them up, what would
Yes,
your
miss.
total be?
238,893.
Why that I know I may get? That's not what I got. Anybody else get a different figure? Hmm? That's a figure everybody gets or nobody else didn't do it?
Means I didn't do this part.
Didn't do that part? All right, so let's add them together. Let's see if I'm...
You get something different. No, you're wrong.
Ah?
It's me get something different, but me no say wrong. So I'm not gonna say it.
Where you get, Emily? I stopped out yourself now,
Oh,
girl.
me not tell you.
Why? When you add up everything, that's it balance the total that you're talking about?
I didn't.
Yes. What did you do?
See, me no say wrong.
All right, so let's add them together. 47 and 60 plus 12,395 plus 52,000 plus 9,928 plus 46,800 plus 4,290 plus 48,910 plus 26,000 plus 10,950 plus 27,360. Right, so we get $285,693. All right, Brioni, when you add them over, that's what you got.
Yes, miss. I guess mine was incorrect. Probably I add something two times.
All right. So given a float of 200, what would your closing balance be? Would be 285,000. Six. $193, which means your float is what? Mm? If you get this as a closing balance, then the float is what? What happened to the float?
Decrease.
Miss, would you minus that from the 300,000?
Right, well, you would minus it to see how much it is short by, but it means your float is short. Alright, because remember, if you get a float of $300,000 at the beginning of your shift, but then at the closing of your shift, you only have this amount, then that means your float short. Something is wrong. Right?
Miss 14,307.
Right, so your float would be short of 14,307, but we're not going to figure that out because we don't have information to figure that out. Right, we just know that it is short. And if it is short, then you have to figure out what happened to the money, or you have to take this $14,000 out of your pocket and put it in. All right, so when you're working, please ensure that your float is not short. You're going to have to put it in out of your pocket. All right. All right, so who other than Brioni, Sharika, and Emily wants to take this last part?
Excuse me, Miss.
I said I've been hearing Brioni, Sharika, and Emily. So I want to hear somebody else to complete this part. Two other person. Just work them out and let we hear your rates.
It's the first one is 99. I'm not sure. Me just ask.
Eh. Say just come up with one figure.
No, miss. Alright, miss. What I did is, miss, I'm not sure if it's correct. So I did miss for the buying, miss.
Mm-hmm.
I divided 100 by 900 and 9,900, miss.
Why you use 100?
Miss, because you said because they're converting it from Jamaican, miss. I'm not
But
sure.
look at the currency that you're converting.
Miss, how would
Oh,
it be,
it's
Miss?
127, miss.
Right, so it should be 127. You divide it by.
But I'm on the right track, right, miss?
Yes, you are.
So it's 77.9 or 78.
All right, so it's 78, or if you don't want to round it off, it's 77.95. All right.
Miss, divided
Yes.
by, miss. One
Hmm?
divide. What you divide it by?
You divide the 9,900 by 127. All right, so remember when we're converting from Jamaican dollar, we use the buying rate and then we would divide. When we are converting to Jamaican currency, then we use the selling rate and then we would multiply. Understand?
Yes, miss.
All right, good. I hope I something that jump on my screen, so. All right, let's continue. What's the second one?
171.
171 point.
4.
Mm-hmm. What's the third one?
114.
114. Yeah. What's the next one?
180.
180. All right. Not you, Brioni, somebody else. What's this one? 17,500 to US dollars.
Miss, what?
Two 257.3.
All right, 257.3. Good. What's the next one?
Excuse me. You're going to send the recording in the group because I'm not hearing what you're saying, and I don't really understand.
All right, I'll try.
2.3.
2.3. Good. What's the next one? $20,000 to euro.
200. Hello.
200. Hello. Good. What's the next one? 500 to US.
7.35.
7.35. Good. Next one. $4,000 to US dollars.
59 or 58.8. So, yeah.
Yes. So it's 58.82 or $59 if you want to round it off. And the last one,
85.
85. Awesome. All right, so how we feel with this activity now? Comfortable, not so comfortable? Can go on. Need more practice? Well, that's for sure.
It's all right, miss.
All right, not true. I think so too. All right, you just have to remember the principle when you're converting.
Miss, come see last one again. Miss, come see last one, please.
All right, so once you remember the principle, then it should be fine. You have to convert to Jamaican dollars, then you use the selling rate and you multiply. All right, to convert from Jamaican dollars, you use the buying rate and then you divide. All right, so remember that and you're good to go. All right, so any questions?
Miss, yes, miss.
I'm asking if anybody have any questions.
No, teacher.
Okay, student. So we have
No,
reached the
miss.
end of our
Miss,
class. All right, tomorrow we're going to continue with something else. All right. And
Miss,
guys,
enjoy
please
excuse
class.
remember to practice. Practice, practice, practice. So what we did yesterday, what we did today, just practice them